Welcome to my channel where I provide top 10 of my personal bucket list. On today's video, we are going to see some of the most expensive paintings in the world, the artists who created them, their history, the current value, and the one who owned them. While the world economy languishes, paintings and sculpture continue to command dizzying prices. They are the most expensive than diamonds and gold per se. Having a painting that is created by the famous artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Pablo Picasso, Monet, Van Gogh is more likely to be an investment rather than buying for fun. And the rich people are the one keeping the price high, and they make sure it stays that way. So let's see what are the prices of these famous paintings are. At number 10, with a price of 172.2 million US dollar, is the New Gogh by Amedeo Modigliani. Depicting the naked woman in a red sofa, this painting caused a scandal when it was first shown in Paris way back in 1917. After a crowd formed outside the gallery hosting Modigliani's first and only solo show, the police arrived and shut down the exhibition immediately. It was bought by the Chinese former taxi driver turned out to be stock market billionaire Liu Yongwei in display of his own museum in Shanghai. Number 9 on the list, the 181.2 million US dollar La Femme d'Alger of version O by Pablo Picasso. Inspired by the Lucre, La Femme d'Alger, or the Woman of the Algiers, this was the last of the 15 version Picasso painted. He started the series of 6 weeks after his fellow artist Henri Matisse died and considered it a tribute to Messi's style. It held the record for most expensive artwork sold at auction for more than 2 years before Salvador Moody was sold in 2018. Number 8 on our list is the 182 million US dollar A Pair of Portraits by Martin Solomons and Oppidum Coppet by Rembrandt. Rembrandt, a Dutch painter, painted the portraits to celebrate the wedding of Martin and Oppidum in 1634. This picture has never been separated. They were both in a joint purchase by the Louvre Museum of France and the Rijksmuseum of Amsterdam way back in 2015, with each gallery contributing 50% of the total price. Number 7 on the list is the 188 million US dollar painting named Number 6, Violet, Green and Red by Mark Rothko. This painting, along with other 36, is part of the ongoing court battle brought by its buyer, Russian fertilizer tycoon Dmitry Rivolovlev, against its art dealer Yves Vauvier. Rivolovlev has accused the dealer of defrauding him to the tune of hundreds of millions by overcharging him for the paintings acquired on his behalf way back in 2014. Vauvier denies all the charges. Number 6 on our list is the 202 million US dollar Number 17A by Jackson Pollock. This was the second artwork bought in 2015 for $500 million deal by the hedge fund manager Kenneth C. Griffin. Pollock, an American abstract impressionist known for his style of tree painting, also created the 11th most valuable artwork, Number 5, in 1948, where it sold with a whopping price of 140 million US dollar way back in 2006. Number 5 on the list is the 210 million US dollar Nafia Fan e Poibo, When Will You Marry Me by Paul Gauguin. French impressionist artist Paul Gauguin painted it during his first trip in Tahiti, where he later lived for 6 years. When the artwork changed hands after 2 years of negotiation for a reported 300 million US dollar way back in 2015, it was called the most expensive painting ever sold, but the High Court lawsuit over the alleged outstanding 10 million US dollar sale commission revealed the buyer had paid only 210 million US dollar. Number 4 on the list is the 250 million US dollar The Cards Player by Paul Cézanne. Cézanne created a 4 series of art painting, The Cards Player, and the only one in private hands from a Greek business tycoon. For years, Greek shipping magnate George Embericus has owned and treasured the painting, rarely lending it. He was entertained but unmoved, according to one art dealer, by occasion offers for it that climbed ever higher along the art market in the past decades. A few years ago, the painting was listed by the Art News magazine as one of the world's top artworks still in private hands. Shortly before his death in the winter of 2011, Empiricus began his discussion about its sale, which was handled by his estate. Two art dealers, William Aquavella and another rumored to be Larry Gagosian, offered upward $220 million for the painting. People close to that matter said, but the royal family of Qatar, without quibbling on price, outbid them at the price of $250 million. Number 3 on our list is the $300 million Interchange by William de Koning. This abstract landscape by the Dutch-American painter commanded the highest price ever paid in a private sale of an artwork in September 2015. It was sold by David Geffen Foundation to hedge fund billionaire Kenneth C. Griffin for a whopping price of $300 million and spending another $200 million for Jackson Pollock No. 17A at the same time, with a total price tag of $500 million for the two paintings. That's a lot of buck. Well, he's also earning $68 million a month. Very rich indeed. Number 2 on our list is the $450 million Salvador Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci. The painting, a depiction of Jesus called Salvador Mundi, sold for a comparatively small amount of $10,000 12 years ago. Some experts believe it had been painted by one of Leonardo's followers. Salvador Mundi is the only Da Vinci painting in private hands and is one of the fewer than 20 the old master painted in oil. King Louis XII of France commissioned the painting in 1605. During the same period as Mona Lisa, it was later recorded by King Charles I of England's connection. Between 1763 and 1900 it disappeared, until it was bought at an auction by a British art collector way back in 2011. It was the first discovery of the Da Vinci since 1900 and became known as the Lost Leonardo. And number 1 on our list is the $800 million Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is a Hapland portrait painting by the Italian Renaissance and artist Leonardo da Vinci that has been described as the best known, the most visited, the most written about, the most sung about, the most parodied work of art in the world. The Mona Lisa is also one of the most valuable paintings in the world. It holds the Guinness World of Record for highest known insurance valuation in history at $100 million in 1962, which is worth nearly $800 million in 2017. And that is my own personal list of the most expensive painting in the world. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.